What are the best hand sanitizers we have on market? It's our duty as health workers to teach you about the best available hand sanitizers you can use, especially in this pandemic. Now, initially, hand sanitizers were used mostly in hospitals and other places just for convenience. If you don't want to wash your hands with water and soap, people were interchangeably using hand sanitizers to make their hands clean. But with this pandemic, we've seen that hand sanitizer is one of the ways of preventing COVID-19. Why? Because one of the ways people get COVID is through contact. When a COVID person touches on a place and you also touch on it, you can get the virus in your hand. So one of the methods you can use to prevent it from you getting it to you is to use hand sanitizers. And basically it's high on the market that each and every person nowadays wants to open up a business of making hand sanitizers. Why? Because they are quite very good and many people need them just to prevent the infection from reaching them. So the use of hand sanitizers is quite a must. It's not optional like the way it used to be. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Jacob, and basically on this channel we deal with a lot of health tips. We talk about jobs, we talk about employment, and a lot of businesses you can do in the medical field. So if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing to my channel. Click a thumbs up if you enjoy my tutorials, and don't hesitate to make a comment right there in the comment section. So basically, what are hand sanitizers? Hand sanitizers are basically antiseptics which can be used for cleaning your hands to prevent any infection from reaching to you, just to clean them. They can be interchangeably used with soap, but the advantage with hand sanitizer is they are just for convenience. They cannot replace soap, because soap can be used in cases when you are soiled, you have soiled hands. There you cannot use hand sanitizers. Hand sanitizers need hands which are clean and you just clean them with. So basically when your hands are soiled, you don't use hand sanitizer there. You need to use soap and water to clean your hands. Hand sanitizers are basically for convenience, nothing else. So many people confuse antiseptics and the disinfectants, because hand sanitizers are basically antiseptics, not disinfectants. So basically with antiseptics, they can be used on body. Yes, anything to be used on body for cleaning, that one is an antiseptic. But disinfectants cannot be used on the body. So that is the major difference between an antiseptic and a disinfectant. Antiseptics are used on body and disinfectants are used on other non-living surfaces. So both of those two cannot be interchanged. So there are two types of handy sanitizer. There are those which are alcohol based and those which are non-alcohol based. So the ones which are recommended by WHO are the alcohol based hand sanitizers, because they are better than those ones which are not alcohol based. There are qualities of a hand sanitizer. There are qualities which each hand sanitizer has to have. So basically they have to be alcohol. They need to have alcohol, at least 60% and above of alcohol. That's a good one. They need to have a glycerin and they need to have water. Those three things. It has to have an alcohol around 60% and above. Anything less than 60, that one you don't buy. You need to look on the composition of the hand sanitizer you are buying. It needs to have alcohol, it needs to have water, and it needs to have glycerin. Glycerin is just for moisture. It soothes the skin. That is the advantage of a hand sanitizer having glycerin. So basically there are many brands of hand sanitizers, but the commonest one in Yugi is Seraya. I don't know whether you've seen Seraya. It comes in very many forms. The smallest volume is 60 ml. This one is like this 60 ml volume of Seraya. This one is around 8,500 Ugandan shillings. Very cheap. It's the commonest one on market, and it kills. It has a volume of alcohol. 70% of it is alcohol. This one is very good, because we saw that for a hand sanitizer to be good, it needs to have at least 60 and above of alcohol. Seraya has 70%, it has a glycerin, and it also has water, so it qualifies to be a good hand sanitizer. It's around 8,500 Ugandan shillings. Another common one we have is Wandas. I don't know whether you've seen Wandas. Wandas is another common sanitizer which is very common on market. This one is very cheap. The volume is 60 ml also. It's 3,500 Ugandan shillings. It also has alcohol, 75% of alcohol. It has water and glycerin. So it's a good hand sanitizer, and it is very cheap. Another good brand of hand sanitizer, which is not very common on market, and it's not basically not made from here, is active hand sanitizer. It has more than 60% of alcohol. It has water and it has glycerin. On top of that, it has very many ingredients inside here, which are very soothing and have a very good smell. The difference between active hand sanitizer and Seraya is the smell. Basically the smell. This one has a very good smell, and I recommend anyone who is interested in it to buy it. This one has a volume of around 250 mils. This is costs around 15,000 Ugandan shillings. Another very good brand of hand sanitizer I would recommend everyone to use is Lifebuoy. I don't know whether you guys you've seen Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy is a very good hand sanitizer because it kills germs around 99.9%. It has a good alcohol concentration of 70 and above, and on top of that, it has a very good smell, and it's an emulsion. Basically, it's more like a gel, because most of the other hand sanitizers are more of liquid form, but this one is a gel. It's you just smear it on your hand. The biggest advantage of Lifebuoy is it gives you immunity of 10 hours. That's very good, because most of the other ones wear off very fast. But with Lifebuoy, once you smear it on your hands, you may not use it again for 10 hours. That's the big advantage. So you on this, you'll find a total 10. That's what it means. It gives you immunity of 10 hours. That's a very good hand sanitizer compared to the other Serayas and Active. This one gives you immunity of 10 hours. That's the difference. So when you use it in the morning, you can wait for 10 hours before you use another hand sanitizer. So I would recommend everyone to use Lifebuoy because it's quite very good. It kills germs, it has a good smell, and it gives you immunity of 10 hours. Price of Lifebuoy depends on the volume. This is a 50 ml volume, is around only 5,000 Ugandan shillings in most of the supermarkets around. So basically, what about if you want to clean equipments, phones and surfaces? What can you use? So there is another sanitizer called UV light sanitizer. It's not so common here in Uganda, but it's one of those ones you can consider. It looks like this above, and it's a very good sanitizer if you want to clean surfaces, phones and equipments. It kills around 99% of bacteria and virus. So basically how it works, it denatures the DNA in a virus, and that's how it kills it. So basically, if you want to clean surfaces, you can order UV light sanitizer from Amazon. It's around $23 to $40. Basically, that's how good it is. So if you are not so much, if you don't want to clean, if you want to clean surfaces, instead of using your hand sanitizer, you can use UV light sanitizer. It has rays which kill the virus, and it's very good, especially if you are not using if you don't want to clean hands, and if you just want to clean surfaces, you can consider using UV light. It's around $23 to $40 on Amazon. So that's those are the sanitizers I can give you knowledge about. If you have any sanitizer which I've not mentioned and it's very good, just mention it down there in the comment section.